Two sisters vanish without a trace. Was it a carefully orchestrated escape? Or did something far more sinister unfold? In January 2025, the Huszti sisters were reported missing, a disappearance so quiet it almost went unnoticed. But as details emerged, this case became one of the most baffling mysteries of the year. Why would two young women, full of promise, leave behind everything and everyone they knew? Did they choose to disappear, or was their fate taken out of their hands? Could the answers have been hidden in plain sight all along? What really happened to the Huszti sisters, and could the truth be darker than anyone imagined? Join us as we unravel this haunting mystery, step by step. Eliza and Henrietta Huszti, both 32 years old, were Hungarian nationals who had made Aberdeen, Scotland, their home since around 2015. They were part of a set of triplets, with their sister Edith remaining in Hungary. Described by their brother Joseph as cautious women, the sisters were known for their close-knit relationship and cautious nature. They were not known for going out and preferred to stay at home. In the days leading up to their disappearance, the sisters' behavior appeared routine. They maintained regular contact with their family in Hungary, with their mother reporting a 40-minute phone conversation just days before they vanished, during which nothing seemed amiss. Their triplet sister, Edith, also had a video call with them on New Year's Eve. They appeared happy and cheerful. The sisters resided in a flat in Aberdeen's city center. On January 7, 2025, at approximately 2:12 a.m., a text message was sent from Henrietta's phone to their landlady, indicating they would not be returning to the flat. Following this message, the phone was disconnected from the network and has not been active since. The next day, the landlady discovered their personal belongings inside the flat and reported her concerns to the police. CCTV footage revealed that the sisters had visited the Victoria Bridge over the River Dee twice. Once at around 2:50 p.m. on January 6th, and again at 2:12 a.m. on January 7th, the time they were last seen. During these visits, they were observed wearing rucksacks and did not engage with anyone else. Their movements after the second visit remain unknown. Their family was unaware of their decision to end their tenancy, describing it as strange that they would not have been informed. The sisters were known to be very close to their mother, speaking to her frequently, and had no known financial difficulties. What could possibly make two young sisters decide to vanish without telling anyone? Could they have been planning something, or did something force them to leave? What do you think? As the investigation into the disappearance of Eliza and Henrietta Huszti unfolded, authorities meticulously pieced together the events leading up to their vanishing. The sisters were last seen on January 7, 2025, at approximately 2:12 a.m., captured on CCTV crossing the Queen Victoria Bridge in Aberdeen and proceeding onto a footpath beside the River Dee. This sighting was particularly unsettling given the sub-zero temperatures that night. Earlier that same day, at around 2:50 p.m., the sisters had been observed at the same location. They spent about 5 minutes near the bridge before returning to their flat. There was no indication of interaction with others during this time. The following day, their landlady, concerned after receiving a text message from Henrietta's phone stating they would not be returning to the flat, visited the apartment. Inside, she found personal belongings left behind, which prompted her to contact the police. Despite extensive searches of the River Dee and surrounding areas, no trace of the sisters has been found. Authorities have stated that there is no evidence of suspicious circumstances or criminality in their disappearance. The question remains, could they have planned this departure? Or did something far more sinister take place? Do you think the sisters planned to leave, or were they forced into this situation? Why might they have left everything behind? Upon receiving the report of Eliza and Henrietta Huszti's disappearance on January 8, 2025, Police Scotland promptly initiated a missing persons investigation. Given the unusual circumstances, the abrupt departure, personal belongings left behind, and the eerie timing of the final text message, authorities treated the case with urgency. The first course of action involved a thorough search of the sisters' flat. Officers meticulously examined the residence for any signs of a struggle or forced entry but found none, suggesting that whatever transpired was likely voluntary or involved someone they trusted. Personal items, including clothing and toiletries, were present, indicating no apparent preparation for an extended absence. Concurrently, investigators canvassed the neighborhood, interviewing neighbors, local business owners, and potential witnesses. Despite these efforts, no one reported any unusual activity or sightings of the sisters beyond the known timeline. This lack of eyewitness accounts added to the enigma surrounding their disappearance. Despite the swift response, the investigation faced significant hurdles. The primary challenge was the absence of concrete leads. The sisters' known reclusive lifestyle meant there were few personal connections to explore, and their digital footprint provided minimal insight into their plans or state of mind. The timing of the report also posed difficulties, with the sisters last seen in the early hours of January 7th and the report filed on January 8th. A critical window had passed, potentially allowing evidence to be lost or degraded. Additionally, environmental factors complicated the search efforts. The River Dee, with its strong currents and low temperatures, presented hazardous conditions for search teams. Despite deploying specialist resources, including divers and sonar equipment, the river's challenging nature impeded thorough exploration. As the investigation progressed, authorities expanded their search parameters. Coastal areas north and south of Aberdeen were scoured, considering the possibility that the sisters had ventured further than initially believed. Despite these extensive efforts, no new evidence emerged. In a bid to uncover fresh leads, police appealed to the public, urging anyone with information to come forward. They also requested local businesses and residents to review any private CCTV footage from the relevant time frame. These appeals, however, yielded no significant breakthroughs. Throughout the investigation, authorities maintained that there was no evidence of suspicious circumstances or criminality. This stance, while based on available evidence, left many questions unanswered and did little to alleviate the concerns of the sisters' family and the wider community. Reflecting on the investigation, one might wonder, were there avenues that remained unexplored? Could alternative strategies have uncovered clues that remained hidden? How do you think law enforcement handled the case? What do you think they missed that could have made a difference in solving it? As the investigation into the disappearance of Eliza and Henrietta Huszti deepened, several theories emerged, each attempting to explain the perplexing circumstances surrounding their vanishing. The first theory says that the sisters fled voluntarily. Evidence supporting this theory could be because the text message sent from Henrietta's phone to their landlady at 2:12 a.m. on January 7th, stating they would not be returning to their flat, suggests a deliberate decision to leave. And also the CCTV footage revealed that the sisters visited the Victoria Bridge area twice. Once at 2:50 p.m. on January 6th and again at 2:12 a.m. on January 7th. This repeated visitation could indicate planning or contemplation. The reason why this theory might not hold up is because, upon inspecting their flat, the landlady found personal items left behind, suggesting they did not prepare for an extended departure. And also because the sisters were known to be close to their family, especially their mother, with whom they communicated regularly. Their sudden silence and failure to inform loved ones of their plans are uncharacteristic. Now let's move to the second theory, which is a sinister third party. Evidence supporting this theory was that the absence of any trace after their last sighting raises the possibility of third-party involvement. And also, there were claims of hearing screams near the River Dee around the time of their disappearance, which could suggest foul play. But the key evidence to consider for this theory is that there is no public information indicating that the sisters had conflicts or associations that might lead to harm. And the flat showed no evidence of forced entry or disturbance, and CCTV footage did not capture any interactions with other individuals during their final movements. Now let's move to the third theory, which says that they accidentally fall into the River Dee. Evidence supporting this theory was that the sisters were last seen walking towards a footpath beside the River Dee in the early hours of January 7, and the time of year and early morning hours would have made the area particularly treacherous, increasing the risk of an accidental fall. Possible evidence that this theory are false was that, despite extensive searches of the River Dee and surrounding areas, no trace of the sisters has been found. Now let's move to the last theory, which is unsolved mystery. Could there be an unknown explanation for the sisters' disappearance? Because there is no public information regarding the sisters' mental health, leaving open the possibility of undisclosed struggles influencing their actions. And also it's possible that crucial information remains uncovered, which could provide clarity on their disappearance. Each of these theories presents its own set of possibilities and challenges. The true circumstances surrounding Eliza and Henrietta's disappearance remain elusive. Which theory do you believe holds the most weight? Could there be another possibility that hasn't been considered? Share your thoughts below. The disappearance of Eliza and Henrietta Huszti raises more questions than answers. What do you think happened to them? Could there be something we're all missing? Share your theories and thoughts in the comments below. And if you're as intrigued by unsolved mysteries as we are, don't forget to subscribe for more true crime stories. The search for answers continues.